Today we're going to make the Titus tank with a hood. You're going to start by taking 2 of the 4 hood pieces right sides together, and we're going to go ahead and clip around that outside of the first set so that we can sew it. Now that that side is done, we're going to go ahead and put it up to the top, and we'll take our second set right sides together again and clip that outside, just as we did the first ones. Now that that's been sewn up, we're going to take both of our hood pieces and lay them flat on top of each other, right sides together, lining up that middle top seam. And we're going to go ahead and clip all the way around the outer edges. And then once we've clipped the entire outside, we're going to go ahead and actually sew along that line. I'll show you here in just a second when I'm done. Right around that edge. Now that that's sewn up, we're going to go ahead and turn it right sides out. I just like to make certain that I didn't miss any pieces getting sewn there. And then looks good, so let's go ahead and put it up to the top for later. Now we're going to focus on the actual tank. So we've got our top back piece and our bottom back piece. We're going to go ahead and line that up right sides together. Now we're going to sew that line so that we have our entire back piece together. Now that's all together, we're going to actually put that to the side as well so we can work on our front piece now. So same thing, we're going to take the front top of the tank top, and then we're going to take the bottom piece of the front and lay it right sides together on top of that front piece. And just as we did with the back, we're going to go ahead and clip on that straight line, and then we'll sew that straight line. Lay that out flat, so there's our front piece, and now we're going to take our back piece and we want to attach it at the shoulders. So let's go ahead and lay it down on that front piece, right sides together, and we're going to clip at the shoulder seams. And then now we're going to go ahead and sew this line and that one, so the shoulder seams will be attached at this point. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and line up our sides of our tank, and we're going to clip down the side. You're going to do it on both, but I'm going to go ahead and start with that side. Sew down that line. Now we'll do the other side. So again, line it all up, clip it, and then we'll sew. All right, beautiful. Now we need to turn it right sides out. Make sure it all is sewn, you didn't miss any spots. Ours looks good, so we're gonna move that, and we're gonna actually work on our bands now. I typically just do them all at the same time, and then we'll add them. But we've got one of our armbands here. We're gonna fold it right sides together, and then we're gonna fold it again, but up, and then we're gonna sew that raw edge, the short raw edge right there. Turn it out, looks good. And we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with our other armband. Right sides together, and then fold it again, and then sew on that short raw edge. Now flip that one out as well, and then both of our tank arm pieces will be sewn at this point and ready to be put on our tank. But this tank actually has a waistband area too for the bottom of the tank, so this is one big piece. What you're gonna do is fold it right sides together, and then same thing as the armband. After you fold it right sides together, you're gonna fold it one more time and sew along that raw short edge right there. Okay, flip it right sides out, and now we're going to attach these to the tank. So we're going to take this first armband, and I like to line up the seam with the top, so both of our seams are lined up. It's kind of my guide. And then we're going to clip around. The tank strap's actually going to be on the outside of the tank, and then now we're going to sew that circle. Okay, cut our tails, and now that that is done and it all looks good, we're going to go ahead and do our other side. So same thing as I said before, line up your seams of your tank and your tank band, armband, and we're going to clip it all the way around and sew that circle. And now we're going to do our waistband. Your waistband, I like to also take the seam and line it up with that side seam. Make sure that you have it where once you flip this down after you sew, it's going to show the right side up. And we're just gonna make sure it's all straight, clip her around, and then we're gonna go ahead and sew along that line as well. right here. Okay, so now let's just triple check everything looks good. And it does. So now we're gonna actually take our hood pattern piece and we're going to line up everything here. So you've got that little notch, and make sure that your seams in the middle match up as well. That is kind of like the line for the middle of the back piece. So we're going to go ahead and line that up and clip it. And then the end pieces that are going to be in the front, they have a tiny little slit right there. That's going to be your guide for the overlap. Make sure that you've got, since it's lined, make sure that they're both aligned so that way you don't miss a piece when you're sewing it around. And then go ahead and pin it with the first end piece that you added on there with those notches. And then we're going to go ahead and now just sew that circle. And now that you've sewn that, it is done, guys. We have officially made a hooded Titus tank. There is a solid option too if you don't want to do the color block, but this is a summer staple.